What's going on, y'all? Welcome back to Poly TV. I was hanging out with a couple of the homies the other day, and they requested I make this video. I've thought about making this video before because if you've hung out with me or watched my videos, you probably have heard me say some pretty weird stuff. And in this video, we're just going to dive right into it. So, number one, we got grease slap. This is probably the thing I get questioned the most on when I say grease in general. When I say grease, I'm talking about gamers. You know, gamers, the gamer grease you get from sitting in a gaming chair for 12 hours doing nothing but playing Cyberpunk, you know? That's what I'm talking about when I mean grease. Just gamer stuff, right? But a grease slap is something specific, right? So when you think of a computer, you can think of a MacBook or, you know, whatever Apple, the little tablet they have or anything like that. You can think of a Windows XP. But when I'm talking about a grease slap, I'm talking about a big old PC. I'm talking about the crazy graphics card, 8 sticks of RAM on it, 30 terabytes of memory. Obviously, it's not that much. But when I'm talking about a grease slap, I'm talking about a monster computer, all right? Because, you know, I'm a PC gamer, man. I'm just not about consoles anymore. It's just, I'll make another video about that. But a grease slap is a big, powerful machine that's meant for gaming, you know? I love them, dude. Grease slaps, I mean, every once in a while, I'll call a truck a grease slap. If I see a really nice truck, I'm like, that's a grease slap truck right there. But it's meant for computers. So, Hypebeast McVaporstein. This is the type of person who's always out, always loud, trying to say their opinion to everybody, always trying to start arguments. The type of people, you know, you turn the news on at night, you see the people at the protest or political rallies. It's that type of people. Hypebeast McVaporsteins. People that always want to go out, yell at the whole world, make everything everybody's problem. That type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? The 45-minute bullwinder. So my homies at school have heard me say this one a lot because I tell stories a lot at school. And one thing I want to try not to do is deliver a 45-minute bullwinder, which is when you could be out about on your day or whatever, working out at work or just chilling in your apartment complex, and somebody wants to come up to you and give you the 45-minute story about how they just came back from the Turkey conference in Denver. They saw their cousin Anthony. They got to tell you every detail about their family history. It's a bullwinder. You got to sit there and listen to it for 45 minutes. You want to go play Elden Ring. You want to go do anything else, but instead you got to listen to old, you know, Grandpa Jason tell a story about the Turkey convention. So it's a bullwinder, you know. A splapo. So I was playing Phasmophobia last night, and that's where this one kind of originated from for me. A splapo is what I call something when I don't know, you know, what it is. A lot of people like to call it a whatchamacallit or a who's-y what's it. I think that's pretty cringe. It's a splapo. If I don't know what an item is, hey, you see that splapo over there? Can you toss me that splapo real quick? It's that thing I'm pointing to in that general direction. You know, it's a splapperstein almost. It's just one of those things. Just a random item. Pork slap. All right, so somebody questioned me on this the other day. When I came, my homie Ben actually, when I came back to school early to help the freshmen move in, I wanted to be a Hypebeast McVaporstein for some reason, physically at least, and I wanted to lift the heaviest boxes because I lost a bunch of weight, so now I can move and stuff again. So I was being a Hypebeast McVaporstein, and you know, having to let everybody know that I wanted to carry the biggest box. I wasn't like obnoxious, but I was like, I want to get the big one. Let me get the big box, bro. And then I carry the big box, and it's super heavy, and I said, man, this is a pork slapper. And a pork slapper, or a pork slap in general, can be defined in a couple of different ways. So it's mainly used for eating. So I'm going to say, I'm going to pork slap this rice. I'm going to pork slap this Asian buffet. You know, that's what I usually use it for, but a pork slap could also be for something huge, heavy. Again, a truck. I've called a million trucks pork slapper trucks when I see them because they're just big, large, heavy items. Or you're eating something very aggressively. You're pork slapping it. You're not eating it. You know what I'm saying here? So the grease throne and the grease crown is your game chair and your gaming headset. This one, again, is just for the gamers. we stay in the grease and all that. So when I'm chilling in my grease throwing for 12 hours, and when I got my grease crown on and I got to take it off and recharge it, that's what I'm talking about. My chair and my headset. Just a fancier way to establish the culture, you know what I'm saying? So mushroom foot. So this is a mini story time I'm going to tell real quick. I was throwing a George Herbert Walker Bush party a couple years ago. That's a whole nother, I'll make a video explaining what that is, another video. But I was throwing a Herbert party a couple years ago. My old homie came over and he brought this random dude. So I never met this dude before, but they told me, hey, this guy's cool or whatever. And then the guy comes over and he was super hungover because he was drinking from the night before. So he asked if he could go take a nap in my house. I said, whatever, that's fine. You can go nap. But the problem was the guy didn't wear any shoes. No, I'm sorry. He wore sandals, but he didn't wear any socks. He just had flip-flops on. And I talk to my girlfriend about this all the time. I don't like guys walking around in my house with their bare feet. I talk to Griff about this all the time too. I'm sorry, I don't know what it is. If you are a man, I would prefer you kept your socks on in my house. Okay? I mean, it's just, I don't know, man. Please keep your socks on or wear socks, especially if it's your first time coming over. So this guy comes over and he smashes his mushroom feet, as I called them, because I don't know this homie's feet. And he's smashing it into my couch. You know, whatever. The dude and I ended up getting into a mini argument. He apologized and I apologized, whatever. It was fine. But when I'm talking about mushroom foot, I mean, there's a dude walking around my house with his bare feet, or my apartment with his bare feet out, and I don't like it. That's mushroom foot, right? The bro favor. So this is one that kind of is more with me and my friends. But what it is basically, I encourage you to bring this into your friend group for your homies, right? A bro favor is a bro favor that you ask your friend. And there's several conditions to a bro favor. Number one is you cannot say no if you are asked a bro favor, no matter what it is. You have to do it because that's your homie and he's calling it a bro favor. There's pretty much only one rule. Obviously, you don't really have to say yes, but if I call in a bro favor to one of my homies, I'm thinking like, if I'm calling in a bro favor, I'm saying, bro, I really need you to do this if you can do this, man. Like, sincerely, please. So that's what a bro favor is. And, technically, you can't say no to a bro favor, so you got to do it, right? A bag of McDonald's. So this is something that I use as a currency, right? So if my friends if anybody does something for me and I'm trying to pay him back, but I can't pay him back in an exact dollar amount, like they did me a favor that doesn't have like $25 worth of doing a favor attached to it, but I want to repay them somehow. If they're down with it, dude, I go with the bag of McDonald's. You go to McDonald's, you get $25 worth of McDonald's, you smash it right in that bag. All right, there's your repayment, homie. $25 worth of McDonald's right there. Hey, some days, I know McDonald's isn't the greatest, but it can hit right sometimes. So if you ever doing any sort of, deal with me or hanging out with me, just know a bag of McDonald's is on the table for payment for bro favors. So if you call in a bro favor, if you call in a pork slop bro favor, then you can pay him back with the bag of McDonald's. You know what I'm saying? It all works out together. That's all I got for this one today. It's a shorter one, but I got a million terms I use. I just wanted to make one real quick. Appreciate y'all watching. Back at school once again. It's about to hit September. Gonna be a ton of new videos coming out. Pauly B TV's been growing, and it's all thanks to y'all.